Airports are huge contributors to local economies as well as the state's overall GDP.
We're one piece in a very large machine in North Carolina, a growing aerospace industry, and we want to play our role and bring what we can to the table to continue to grow that industry in this state.
Airports mean business. A mile of highway will get you a mile, but a mile of runway will get you to the rest of the world.
North Carolina's economy relies on a robust system of airports and the people and businesses that depend on them. North Carolina boasts 72 public airports, 62 general aviation, and 10 with regularly scheduled commercial service. Those airports are among the primary economic drivers across the state, contributing $61 billion to North Carolina's economy each year. This accounts for almost 10% of the state's total GDP. While 2020 was one of the hardest years on record for the aviation industry, the commercial service airports were flying higher than ever in 2019.
So Asheville Regional Airport is the fourth largest commercial service airport in North Carolina, and we served 1.6 million passengers in 2019.
Fayetteville's catchment area includes Cumberland and the 10 counties that surround us. The catchment area has a population of about 430,000 residents who generally contribute about 1 million arriving and departing passengers per year.
Our airports serve as a shipping hub for our most valuable goods, with more than 1.1 million tons coming through North Carolina's airports in 2019.
So the role of air cargo at PTIA is obviously very important. Overall, the airport is moving more freight than any of the other airports in the state, with hundreds of millions of pounds. I think that this is going to continue into the future.
The value of our airport system goes way beyond just passenger travel and cargo. Airport-related businesses like rental cars and dining establishments are also a valuable part of the aviation economy.
We have users from every segment of aviation, from our local hangar tenants, the folks that live here that rent hangars and fly the airplanes. We have a university flight training program here with students that are training, corporate business aviation. We have government contract fuel. So it's pretty much runs the gamut of every potential customer in aviation.
And we also have a robust corporate and general aviation utilization at the airport as well.
Flight operations include commercial, charter, general aviation, as well as flight school and military operations.
Aviation in North Carolina goes beyond just the airports. North Carolina has the second fastest growing aerospace manufacturing sector in the nation and employs more than 11,000 people in aerospace manufacturing, maintenance, repair, and overhaul jobs. North Carolina also boasts 8 military bases with an aviation component, employing 70,000 people and placing 20,000 trained veterans into our workforce each year. North Carolina is also a leader in aviation's next frontier, unmanned aircraft systems, also known as drones. North Carolina Department of Transportation's participation in the FAA's UAS Integration Pilot Program, along with partners like Matternet, Zipline, UPS, and Valancy, has placed the state at the forefront of using drone for food and medical delivery, as well as critical infrastructure inspections. A robust higher education sector provides an abundant supply of well-educated and highly trained talent to meet the needs of the aviation and aerospace sectors.
A well-skilled, well-trained workforce is number one to North Carolina's ability to be able to recruit and retain this critical industry sector to our state.
Flight training here with Elizabeth City State University and 100 students running around every day learning to fly. And so you get all the excitement that comes with primary flight training with a bunch of very motivated, focused, dedicated young students preparing to start their career in aviation.
Most of all, airports impact our state through the businesses and jobs they support. In addition to $61 billion economic impact, airports support more than 373,000 jobs that generate $15 billion in personal income. and generate $2.5 billion in state and local tax revenue.
But the value of the airport industry is not just about economic impact. It's about the connections we help make possible. Business connections, family connections, adventure and leisure connections.
Because of all the good things it does in our community, whether it be growing the tax base so that we can provide vital services to our citizens, or providing job opportunities for kids that grow up here that want to live in Eastern North Carolina. It's a much more holistic approach to operating an airport in a community and being part of the community.
And we're going to continue to grow this industry within this state. Even through COVID-19, we all understand that we will fly again.